Commentator at Elland Road was Barry Davis.
For the England manager Kevin Keegan, this is a contest which offers the chance to compare the form of Lee Bowyer of Leeds United and his competitor in midfield, West Ham's Frank Lampard. For David O'Leary, it's a new start after a record-winning sequence that he's not entirely unhappy to have lost. For Harry Redknapp, more problems for what is his side's 22nd match of the season. Leeds United are unchanged, fielding the side which came back 3 times before sharing 8 goals with Everton at Goodison Park last weekend. They're a little bit older than last week. Alan Smith was 19 on Thursday, and another 19-year-old Jonathan Woodgate makes his 50th appearance. West Ham have 7 first-team players on the injured list, among them a whole posse of centre-halves, Paolo Di Canio and now Trevor Sinclair, who injured a knee in the match against Liverpool. Javier Margas, the Chilean, comes in, and John Moncur is preferred to young Joe Cole in midfield. Graham Pole from Tring in Hertfordshire is the man in charge. And with their present difficulties, Leeds United may well be the last side that West Ham United would have wished to play. Of 12 matches in the Premiership, Leeds have won 9, West Ham 1 and 2 drawn. And they took 6 points from the matches of last season, scoring 9 goals against them. Also a total of 4 West Ham players sent off. Ruddock was one of them. He was sent off in the fixture here. And his start now is a good strong header away at the expense of a corner. Ian Harte, as ever, takes with his left foot. There's one shot who got it away, in a manner of speaking. Lampard. Bowyer. Testing ball in from Mark Keller. Among the watchers, Peter Beardsley making a few notes for Kevin Keegan. Cool. Oh, that's almost a wonderful ball. Bowyer tries to get back and does. That's lifted the crowd. Hart. This is Bridges. Batty. One shot does enough. Offside, Smith. Line well organised then by Ruddock. Not too much doubt about it. Cool, that's a better strike and a good save. A little smile from Shaka Hislop, but Mr. Kuehl is being given far too much room. Just curling away from the goalkeeper. Slightly casually away by one chop. Bridges. much on for Margas. Shaka Hislop has continued his excellent form of last season. This is his view of the shot. Look how much it curls away. Moved the feet initially. Fail. Away by Ruddock. Corner number 7 for Leeds. Very quickly followed by corner number 8 off number 7. Stephen McPhail to try again. Bowyer. Good challenge, Ruddock. Kuehl, good save. It's a bit centrally placed. If he would have got it a little wider, it would have tested Hislop even more. Look at him looking through the crowd and getting back well to tip over. Coming a bit of a contest between Kuehl and Hislop. Good tackle by Ruddock. Nice try, better save. One shot. Lomas. Moncur. Just gone across the field. Keller. Well, there was space to move into, he didn't want to take it. Kuehl. A pace away after sending 2 away. Bridges. And Smith very nearly got a telling touch. Clawed away by Hislop. A good break down the left side. Bridges clipped up ball and Smith just brushed the top, I think. Harte. Bridges. And Keller not doing the simple thing. But Smith not making sure of touch. But in this situation you really just have to play it away. May well have been fouled. He certainly thought so. Bridges across and Smith. Little too casual, young man. Batty. It's a blank score sheet at half-time. Leeds predictably having much more of the play, but not being able to finish. But Hislop forced to make a fine save from Harry Kuehl in the first half that was notable for some private contests rather than for the overall contest. Leeds United 0, West Ham United 0. Leeds United starting the second half with a permutation of 3 and 7. The 7 on the halfway line. Batty to Kuehl. But it's all ended by Lampard. So what was planned, we won't know this week. Cool. Kelly. Or Mark Kitson defending. Kuhl popping up on the right, back onto his left. It's a one chop we got to him. Bowyer. Lomas. Oh yes. Ian Harte. The man with the talented left has a very good right, and David O'Leary's side had the breakthrough. But it was a poor header out that set up the opportunity. This is where it came from Steve Lomas, heading it back with the goalkeeper not coming onto it and saying it was his. And West Ham's defensive work has been set aside. Good goal from Leeds United's point of view, and in particular Ian Harte's point of view. Huckabee. Yeah, that's a goal scorer's look after he's been determined to have the shot. Although others might have been better placed, but it was a good strike. Batistuta can do it, so can I, was his thought. It's just a throw. Lampard's, that's not the best of challenges by David Batty. So an opportunity here. Ruddock looks as though he wants a piece of it. Lampard might too, and it's Lampard! It's a good save by Nigel Martin. Now that is class goalkeeping. He's had nothing to do all the afternoon, and he got across really well here. It's a good free kick, and a very good save. Still Huckabee. Really was an excellent stop by the England goalkeeper. Oh well, he got across. Good anticipation. From Keller. Cole. It's done well, Joe Cole. Ferdinand. Lomas is over this side. Plenty forward here for West Ham. And it was Kitson. He had a fine opportunity there, but rather scuffed the ball. Moncur. Cole. Lomas again waits on the right. 3 in the box. Lampard. Didn't hit it cleanly, but it might have found its way in. Actually, I think Martin would have covered. One chop. And one back heel too. Monker. Cole. Into the last 5 minutes. It is an interesting 5 minutes. That's a good try by Kitson. Oh, he's full Margas as Huckabee. And Shaka Hislop well forward to meet the challenge. We're into the last minute of stoppage time. Lampard, he was pulled back a little bit by Batty. Oh, that's a difficult one, that's well saved again. Played really well, has Nigel Martin. And it's sleeting down now. As Leeds come scurrying out. And I must say, if I was a Leeds United player, I might be tempted to ask Darren Huckabee if he ever passes. Referee poised to say, that's it. And David O'Leary maintains his own run here. A 20th home victory. And 12th game unbeaten in this current season. Ian Harte with the only goal, which was quite beautifully struck. But West Ham will look back on it and feel that they played a significant part in it. Final score is Leeds United 1, West Ham United 0.
Like to score more goals, but I thought we dominated the game. In the end it took a defender to score, but the defender that did score, he's always liable to do that type of thing.
But he's only got a left foot, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's what they say. There's a very good expert said that at one time, but you know, he keeps proving us wrong, and I was delighted that he proved us wrong again today.
When you look at what happened at the end, I mean, I know it's easy to say, but does part of you say, well, what if we'd have started like that?
Oh, for sure, yeah. It's, you know, I honestly, I came in after and I thought to myself, you know, I let the kid play well at Liverpool the other night, the kid, and I left him out. Look, I fought 3 games in a week and I rested him, but...
this is Joe Cole we're talking about.
Joe Cole, yeah. Looking at him again today, I don't think I can leave him out again. He looks, he's ready to play, you know.
And Nigel Martin made an excellent save from Frank Lampard's free kick, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a great save. He made a couple of good saves late, and a couple of shots took deflections and skidded off the wet top, and but they seem to end up, you know, within saving distance. But he's a good keeper anyway. But they're a good side. They work hard. They work very hard to shut you down when they, you know, when you've got the ball, and they pass it and make angles very well when they've got the ball. So I mean, that's the ingredient for a good team.
They came at us, yes, and then after they pumping everybody up, Rudolph was coming up there, Joe Cole in as well, and it was important that we concentrate, and then I mean those few minutes were vital, and then they made it hard for us at the end, but we managed to pull it through.
The man behind you did quite well, didn't he?
Brilliant. I mean, Nigel is a great keeper. I mean, since the beginning of the season he's been superb, and I think the free kick, and you know, it was difficult for him, but I mean he got there and he shows out a great player he is.
So far your team is lasting the pace. I think that's the expression that's been used this week.
Can I say it's a long way to go?
So this is the first of 11 victories, is it, to beat the previous record?
I'm not caring about it. In ways, Barry, I came off Everton, right? It was a great game. We conceded poor goals, but in ways I'd love the 3 points, but in ways then it was great not to have to keep coming and talking about this win and run, another game. Nothing's given out now, but I'd love to be there at the end when the medals are given out.
Now, hands up the very good expert that said Ian Harte had no right foot.
That's a total misconception. What I said was he was comfortable on either side. I wish you'd stop pinging them in with his right foot in the top corner.
Yeah, the top scoring since you said it. Last 80 months he's had a
You can tell when they're not natural on either side when they hit it with a straight leg. You watch when he hits it here. Rest my case.
With a straight leg.
Yeah.
And he said you were a very good expert. Anyway, thankfully Trevor was covering this match, and another valuable win for Leeds, and they deserved it, didn't they?
Yeah, no, they played well. There's 70 minutes, they were much better side. The defence was solid. In midfield, Lee Bowyer's playing well, getting forward. Harry Kewell played excellent down the left-hand side, which we always know. Gets in good crosses. Bridges is moving well up front. And Nigel Martin, couple of, particularly the free kick from Frank Lampard, when he's needed, is there. So the side, got the momentum going.
Long time coming, the goal, wasn't it? But when it came, it was a bit scrappy from your point of view.
Yeah, well, I think it was a soft goal. I think I felt a bit sorry for Steve Lomax, quite frankly, because he's playing quite often at right wing back. He's better at central midfield. And I remember the Arsenal game I did a couple of weeks ago when he's playing in that wing back role. Here he is, and the cross comes in from Overmars. He's tucked into that area. When it comes over, you think, well, he could leave it. Where's he going to head it behind or whatever? Does he get a shout? But because he hits a tame header cross goal, and Souquet comes on and tucks that one in, and of course today again he's right wing back, but he likes to play centre midfield. This is where he is at this moment. Gets dragged in there and then watches this sort of build up play there, and thinking perhaps for a minute he's in central midfield. Now he remembers as a right wing back, he's drifting back into the very similar position against Arsenal, and when it comes across, does he get a shout to leave it? He knows he mustn't head it back across goal, but it's a soft one to this great right foot of Ian Harte.
Straight leg.
And straight leg. I mean, you can't even give him any credit.
Oh,
I mean, how many goals he got to score?
2 great feet he's got.
God, white flags up.
Trevor, your team is struggling to score. Why do you think that is? Because they've got a lot of good forward players at the club.
Well, I think, Al Berkovic was the attacking midfielder sort of last year. This year, with he gone, Frank Lampard's sort of been given that one. But I just feel perhaps the midfield players, they've got 3 in the centre of midfield, and perhaps they don't support the front people. Today with the 2 wing backs sort of very much restricted, particularly Steve Lomax with Harry Kewell, you've got sort of 5 at the back, and then you've got this 3, Moncur, Foe and Frank Lampard, all very close together. And so when the ball goes forward, look at the big gap between the 2 front lads who are wide apart anyway. There was 8 defending deep in the last third. Here's Foe's won the ball, he drifts into midfield, he gives it to Frank Lampard, who's got a great work ethos, so he's very deep. Moncur says thanks very much. They're looking square, they're looking forward, and in the end when the ball goes forward again, look, 8 right very deep, and the 2 up front got no chance, quite frankly. And I think it was only late on when Joey Cole came on, suddenly look, you've got just one sort of anchor man, John Moncur, and you've got Joey Cole and Frank Lampard, forward options, and actually it helped Frank Lampard get 2 or 3 good scoring opportunities. Suddenly Joe's across there supporting Keller. He's got that ability to take on then defenders, commit them, go at them, gets a little toe ender there. Frank Lampard then swivels. It's allowed Steve Lomax on one of the few occasions to get wide, and actually when the cross comes in, 3 bodies in there, and Paul Kitson should have done much better with that. But I mean, on the game, I've got to say that would have been an injustice, because Leeds are going well and thoroughly deserve to be at the top at the moment.
Yeah, I've asked everyone this, a quick one. Leeds, can they sustain it? The bookies are starting to take note, 6-1 now.
They're not too young anyway, that's a fair point. I think they're going to just perhaps stay up there for a long while, but I think they might miss out this season. But they're certainly going to, I think, challenge the likes of Man United, Arsenal and, Chelsea. We'll have to see how they go.
I think at the start of the season they would have accepted the Champions League to get in the top 3, and you would have thought that the top 3 from last season would definitely have qualified this season, but Leeds are up there. I think they will qualify for the Champions League.
Okay.